Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Here's a look at some stats for Draymond Green.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Kuminga. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Paul George out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Tim, when you look at the makeup of these rosters, what similarities do you see with these teams?
Well, I think the number one thing they have in common is experience. Both of these teams with a handful of veterans. Something I think at times is undervalued in today's NBA.
Now here's Kuminga. Back to Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. Now Watford. Maxey surveying the D. Driving in, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
That is just next level speed on that drive from Maxey.
Curry against Maxey. Green with a screen on Maxey. The 3 from Curry. Joel Embiid with the board. Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
Outside, Green. Pass to Butler. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not give any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
Such an explosive athlete. Maxey saw his chance and took it right to the rim.
Will it go? Nice jump shot.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, it took a few trips. Now let's see if that can get them going.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
If Embiid gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, it's an automatic dunk.
Butler passes to Green. Up top, Curry. The 3 is up. Tipped.
And because of how athletic and quick Edgecombe is, he can come up with blocks. Gotta be careful shooting around him.
Now here's Maxey. Coming off 41 points last game out. Embiid finds George. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Butler on the wing. Watford covering. Butler on the wing. No made baskets yet. He can't get that one to fall. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 11-2 run. Edgecombe. And then jammed it down. He goes right over Jonathan Kuminga.
Wow, B.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Bonus checked in for Embiid. 1:06 left in the first quarter here. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Melton's checked in. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And these point guards are making a big impact on defense. As we take a look at the steals leaders so far this season. Tyrese Maxey, number 1.
All those steals are the direct result of his enthusiasm to play defense. I love it. He stays glued to his man and puts those fast hands to work.
Well, he is showing you what happens if you lack ball security around him, because he is always lurking.
Curry, he's checked in for Melton. The shot. George's shot is off.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors.
Warriors substitution. Number 10, Jimmy Butler.
30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Horford outside. Pass to Butler. Fires the 3. And Watford pulls it down. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. To the left wing. Maxey with it. 1 second left. And he sinks the layup. Maxey's got 9.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Philadelphia on top, up by 11. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So on the floor for Golden State, Al Horford out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Moses Moody, then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Post in at the 5. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Here he goes. Philadelphia, the rebound. Clock at 6. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Another shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Pass to Butler. Nifty move. Down low. Butler drops it in.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
And that one's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back to you, Brian.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. 6 to shoot. Back to Pajemski. The floater. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 13. All right, Tim, we're in the earlier portion of an NBA season. As a player, was this part easier, harder, or about the same as down the stretch?
No, B.A., I think it was a little easier early in the season because your body felt fresh. There was an adrenaline and a newness to the season. Often later in the year, you get much more worn down physically.
And if you're in contention, the pressure and the stress picks up as well.
No doubt, particularly coming out of those dog days, the dead of winter.
The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Oubre. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors trail by 10. To the middle. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
And that's the toughness we've come to expect from Butler. He is never one to back down.
And the Warriors making a switch here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, they call him Stay Ready, Tim. Moses Moody has done just that and produced when his number was called.
Yeah, B.A., there's not a lot of flash to his game. It's mostly hustle and floor spacing. And with those long arms, he is a difference maker defensively.
Now here's Butler. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Edwards pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 7. It's Grimes on the wing. Back to McCain. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of this one. Outside Grimes. Tries again. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Curry passes to Green. Now Butler, guarded by Edwards. Edwards against Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A new lineup here for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
46 seconds left to play in the first half. Maxey against Curry. Outside Maxey. 4 on the clock. They get it back. Fires from deep. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Curry against Maxey. Outside Kuminga. Floats one up. Moody on the wing. From downtown. And so it's Philadelphia now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
You know, for Philadelphia, I think at the midway point, sometimes teams hit that doldrum. And it could be a case for them slipping in the rankings.
This is when your leaders have to step up, set the example, and be vocal when you need to. Doldrum.
And now back to that first half. How about Tyrese Maxey? He was getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it.
Well, you see Maxey putting up points. He's the reason they're up. Not sure where they'd be without him.
He's been the best version of himself, which is elite. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Knocks it down from distance. Maxey's got 15 points.
Yeah, it's big for Tyrese Maxey's confidence when he's connecting from that deep because he is a volume shooter from the three-point line.
Now here's Butler to the paint. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Warriors trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Curry passes to Green. Inside. Green gets up and powers it down.
Okay, Draymond showing you he can still get up. Do not sleep on Draymond's hops.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at the 76ers, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place.
Well, right now for the 76ers, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
To the inside, Embiid knocks it loose.
And when Embiid is doing that, protecting the paint, he's as impactful as anyone in this league.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back to you guys.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 15. 2 open that time. They didn't look easy. George has got 8.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want-to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Drummond's checked in for Embiid.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Curry against Maxey. Butler with a steal. And they're pushing it up.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Here's Curry. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Kuminga finds Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green for 3. Green able to hit from 3.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
McCain drives in. Warriors with the rebound.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Philadelphia leading by 10. And Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance their draft pick would convey to OKC if it didn't stay in the bottom 6. Instead, they moved up to 3rd, and they were able to draft VJ Edgecombe, who could be a difference maker.
Oh, what an effort from Moody.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
Drummond, the screen on Curry. Throws it up high, and the jam by Drummond.
That is a well-run pick and roll that time by McCain. So skilled.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. 4-3. And Grimes pulls it down.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game.
Oh! Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Well, that's just easy for Curry, and you can see how comfortable he is in the mid-range area.
Drummond, the screen on Curry. Knocks it loose. And so it's Philadelphia ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Brandon Pajemski out there with Moody. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Quentin Post. And it's Butler in at the 3. The Sixers lead by 10. Outside Grimes. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Maxey, guarded closely, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, Maxey putting all of this on full display. When he's hot like this, he's going to keep getting the ball.
Butler passes to Horford. Back to Butler. The 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now. Maxey finds George. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Wow, that was nice. Paul George showing you he's still got a lot of bounce in those legs.
Pass to Butler. That shot, no good. And George with some nice D. Down low. Now here's Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. And George gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 17. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for post. Now here's Curry. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Nice move. And Maxey with the layup. Maxey's got 19 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Curry. And here's Horford. Outside Pajemski. No good again that time. Embiid gets the bucket.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Horford, a screen on Maxey. Outside Moody. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Inside, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And there's Jimmy Butler later on in his career, but still showing you the athleticism.
Maxey against Curry. Here's Maxey. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Curry passes to Butler. A minute 35 left in the fourth. Back to Curry. Outside Pajemski. Got a piece of it. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Post is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Stephen Curry.
Warriors substitution. Post. Buddy Hield.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
And the Warriors miss again.
Well, that's two good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And a deep three from Curry. Yes, sir! From way outside. And here are the 76ers. They're on a 13-5 run. Curry against Maxey. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.